In this video, or today, I'm going to be teaching you how to multiply polynomial by a monomial. Okay, find the product. All you're doing is distributing the 6y inside. So you have 6 times 4, which is 24. You have a y times a y squared. You add your exponents to get y to the third. Then 6y gets multiplied inside to the 9, so 6 times 9 is 54. Y times y, add your exponents, y squared. And then I have 6 times a negative 7, that turns into a negative 42. Y. So it's just distributing the 6y in, and I didn't do that for the last one. Okay, another example. They're going to get a little bit more complicated as we move along. Distribute the negative 6d squared in. So multiplying the two coefficients, get negative 18, d squared plus d, well that's d to the 6 because I add my exponents. Negative 6 times a negative 2 is a positive 12. And then I add my exponents because d squared times d to the third. So that's d to the fifth. Negative 6 times a negative 1 is a positive 6. D to the third. And then minus negative 6 times 9. Well, that's a negative 54. D squared. Okay, simplify this expression. So just a little bit more complicated. The 3 gets distributed in to everybody. What's nice is there's no variable attached. So I just multiply the numbers together. And then I have 6t. I'm going to multiply in to get a 30t squared. Remember, you're adding the exponents. 6t times 2. That's going to end up being a 12t. So now I combine and I get 36t squared. I've combined those terms. I have a negative 12t plus a 12t. Oh, those go away, so I don't have to write anything for that. And then minus 45. Okay, this next one. So now I have a 15t that I have to distribute in. 15 times 10 is 150. There's no y, so the y exponent stays the same. I add the exponents on the t and the t to the fifth. 15 times 5 is a 75. Again, the y exponent stays as it is. And I add my exponents there. So then when I distribute the negative 2y in, I get a negative. Now the y's are the ones that are going to change. Y times y is y squared. T squared minus 8y to the third. Okay, let's see if I have any. So the variables, each of the variables, both variables I should say, have to have the same power. So I have, for this term here, I have nothing. That combines with that because I have no other y's to the third and a t to the sixth power. But here I have 75 minus 2. That's a 73 y squared t squared and then minus 8y to the third. Okay, in this example, not to simplify the expression, I realized when I was looking at this, that's technically incorrect. We want to solve the equation. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to distribute the b in. Then I have a equals. Let me make that look a little bit more like an equals. 2b. And then I distribute this b in, so I have a minus 4b plus b squared. Now I want you to notice something. Actually, before we do that, let's combine like terms. Do I have any like terms I can combine? So on this left side, b squared plus 12b minus 7. On the right side, we have a b squared minus 2b. So now, if I subtract a b squared from both sides, those b squareds go away, which is kind of nice. So I'm left with 12b minus 7 equals a negative 2b. If I subtract a 12b from both sides, I get a negative 7 equals a negative 14b. Divide by negative 14. Now be careful here. This is not 2. It is a 1/2. So be careful when you're dividing that. Okay, that is my video on multiplying polynomials by a monomial.